Yes, good morning, all of you. I welcome you all for the today's webinar, Query to Lorry, which is a series of concrete mix design workshop taken by engineer Amod Darneji. He is the manager, customer service and support for ACC Cement, Dhule and Nandurbar districts, Maharashtra. He has also work in research and development department of ACC India also. He is having 13 years experience in cement industry, and he is the perfect man who is able to give the whole information about quarry to lorry. Quarry to lorry means we are taking the all the raw materials of manufacturing of cement from the mines, and we are doing the several processes of in on it, as we have learned in the concrete technology, that is the manufacturing process of cement, wet process, dry process, etc. So I welcome you, Amolji. I am also thankful to Mr. N.K. Malviyaji, ACC Cement, for supporting to conduct this particular webinar. I am very proud to say that we are associated with ACC Cement from last 5 years, and in this pandemic situation also, we are able to take this particular webinar for the second year students of civil engineering department. Amol Darneji, behalf of
Yes,
MIT group of institution, I welcome you for the today's webinar, and I request you to please start your presentation. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. Actually, name itself is very quite interesting. Quarry to lorry. Quarry must have you all must have aware that quarry means mines. So limestone is the main raw material as far as cement manufacturing is concerned. So, this name relate to limestone quarry, and lorry uh, is, you can say, the final जब dispatch होता है सीमेंट फैक्ट्री से बन के, तो वो लॉरी से ही जाता है मैक्सिमम, ट्रक से, ट्रेन से भी जाता है, बट दे आर नेम्ड एज quarry to lorry. But basically it is cement manufacturing process presentation, and these are the contents of this PPT. First one is the introduction to cement, then ingredients of cement, chemistry of cement, and raw materials, and we'll go into cement manufacturing stages. Then some physical and chemical properties of cement and clinker, and then blended cement and its hydration process. So first of all, what is cement? So cement is basically जो दो चीजों को जोड़ने का काम सीमेंट करता है. इट्स अ बाइंडिंग मटेरियल, and make it the full. मतलब in ancient days, cement used to produced by volcanic ash mixed with limestone. बट बीच में कुछ वो प्रोसेस वो कंटिन्यू नहीं हुआ. उसके बाद जोसेफ एस्पेडिन, who is said to be a father of cement, he has invented, patented this today's cement in 1800 century, which is known as Portland cement. Portland is the name of island in Europe, England, and the properties of this rock is quite resemble to today's cementitious property. So Joseph Asperdin is the first person who has patented this Portland cement in 1824, and it is गुड सिग्निफिकेंट है कि आज उनका आज बर्थडे है, एंड एसीसी सीमेंट विशेष विच इज हैप्पी सीमेंट टू हैप्पी सीमेंट डे टू ऑल ऑफ यू. तो हु हैज डिस्कवर द सीमेंट, ये हम लोग को ये मालूम रहता है कि who has discovered the electricity या बाकी जो चीजें किसने इन्वेंशन किया वो मालूम रहता है, बट सीमेंट किसने खोजा है वो, दिस इज द पर्सन जोसेफ एस्पेडिन, एंड टुडे इज द बर्थडे ऑफ जोसेफ एस्पेडिन. Then all of you are aware that limestone is the main raw material for cement manufacturing. But if you see, limestone doesn't have any hydraulic properties or cementitious properties. But when this limestone heated to high temperature, and if you quench this limestone, cool down rapidly, if you cool down this limestone rapidly, then it will have some cementitious property or hydraulic properties. In when you add the water to this heated limestone, it will get cementitious property. So hydraulic cement made by finely pulverizing the clinker produced by calcining to in cement fusion of mixture of argillaceous and calcareous material. The limestone mainly contains calcium, but there are some other minerals also which are required for manufacturing of cement. The argillaceous and calcareous. Argillaceous means the material which are rich in silica, alumina, and iron. And calcareous means the material which is rich in calcium content. That means calcareous materials is mainly limestone. The first rotary kiln design to produce Portland cement, patented in 1885 by Frederick Ranson. At first economical US kiln developed by Atlas Cement Company in 1895, and Thomas Edison first developed long kiln 150 feet का लेंथ था, compared to मतलब आगे और उसका इन्वेंशन मॉडिफिकेशन हुए. Then we come to cement manufacturing. Cement is product manufactured by blending different raw materials like limestone, clay, alumina, iron ore, proportioning the above components to get precise proportion of calcium carbonate, silica. These are the oxides of these elements: silica oxide, alumina oxide, and iron oxide. The limestone, only limestone is not sufficient to produce cement. There are some other materials required like alumina, iron. So there are some ores, iron ores, bauxite, laterite. These are to be added to limestone to get perfect blended cement. So these are ground to very high fineness and subsequently sintered to a temperature over 1400 degrees centigrade to form a produced clinker. Clinker is the intermediate component. The clinker is said to be a very important product in cement manufacturing process. The raw material is limestone, iron ore, bauxite. These are the raw material. Clinker is the intermediate component, and cement is our final product. And further, this clinker is formed ground with gypsum. Gypsum is another raw material which is added to clinker. And when this clinker and gypsum is ground, then you will get final cement. And later we will see gypsum plays an important role in setting of the cement. While ordinary Portland cement is the most common form of cement, Portland blast furnace slags, these are the main three types of cement are available: OPC, PAC, and PPC. When clinker is ground with gypsum to produce cement, it's called ordinary Portland cement. When slag is added to this OPC, it will become PAC, that means Portland slag cement. And when fly ash is added to this OPC, it will become Portland pozzolana cement, which is PPC. And there are some other types of cement are also present in the market, like SRC cement, sulfate resistant cement, then oil well cement. Oil well cement mainly used in जो समुंदर में ऑयल वेल रहते हैं ना, उसके लिए यूज करते हैं, which is having property of rapid hardening. Then white cement, अलग अलग उसके प्रॉपर्टीज है, उसके एप्लीकेशंस है. देन अभी कंपोजिट सीमेंट भी मार्केट में अवेलेबल है. कंपोजिट सीमेंट दैट मीन्स it's a combination of OPC, PPC, and PSC. In this cement, you will add slag also and fly ash as well. It will become composite cement. This is a schematic diagram of wet process. It is, you can say it is outdated now. It is, no one is manufactured cement through this wet process. In earlier days, we used to, cement plant used to follow this wet process. So basically वेट प्रोसेस में सैपोनिफिकेशन प्रोसेस से वो करते थे लाइमस्टोन का जो अनवांटेड जो सिलिका एल्यूमिना है दैट टू रिमूव दे यूज टू कैरी आउट दिस सैपोनिफिकेशन प्रोसेस टू सेपरेट दिस सिलिका हाई लो ग्रेड सिलिका जो होती थी वो सेपरेट करने के लिए ये वेट प्रोसेस करते थे इन अर्ली इन एंशियंट डेज बट नाउ सीमेंट इंडस्ट्री हैज completely switched over to dry process. So 5 distinct process functions are performed in the kiln: drying, preheating, calcining, sinter, and cooling. So this is the dry process. So there are still 5 jobs to be done: drying, preheating, calcining, sintering, and cooling. The stages are same, only difference between dry and wet. And nowadays, dry process is being followed by all cement industries. टिपिकल कंपोजिशन ऑफ सीमेंट क्लिंकर जो क्लिंकर जो इंटरमीडिएट प्रोडक्ट बनता है उसका केमिकल कंपोजिशन क्या है दैट वी कैन सी ऑन द स्क्रीन. दीज आर द मेन ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ क्लिंकर जिसको मेजर ऑक्साइड बोले जाते हैं: सिलिका, एल्यूमिना, आयरन, लाइम, मैग्नीशिया. सिलिका प्रेजेंट अप टू 22%, एल्यूमिनियम प्रेजेंट अप टू 5%, आयन ऑक्साइड अराउंड 3.5 to 4% के रेंज में रहता है. देन लाइम विच इज द इम्पोर्टेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ द क्लिंकर दैट इज हाईएस्ट 65%. तक लाइन रहता है. कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड अराउंड वी कैन सी वी विल लुक इनटू दैट व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल फ्री लाइन. और ये जो ऑक्साइड्स है ये सब जब केमिकल रिएक्शन होती है कीन में while manufacturing cement, so there are formation of different phases with the combination of calcium and silica. So these are the 4 main phases present in the clinker cement: tricalcium silicate, dicalcium silicate, tricalcium aluminate, and calcium aluminoferrite. So these four phases are having having distinct and different role in cement. Like tricalcium silicate जिसको C3S बोलते हैं, it is completely responsible for your early strength and fast setting, high heat of hydration, because it exothermic reaction जब पानी डालते हैं सीमेंट में तो जो रिएक्शन होती है तो ये जो 4 फेजेस है उसका एक का रोल है. जैसे C3S का अर्ली स्ट्रेंथ देना सीमेंट को. देन C2S gives later strength. Dicalcium silicate is responsible for later strength जो 14 days, 21 days, 28 day में मिलती है later strength. So you will get later strength mainly because of dicalcium silicate. So this should be around 15 to 25%, whereas tricalcium silicate is present up to 45 to 55%. Then tricalcium aluminate. This plays important role in setting. अगर आपका ट्राइकैल्शियम एल्यूमिनेट का प्रोपोर्शन डिस्टर्ब है तो यू विल गेट प्रॉब्लम इन सीमेंट सेटिंग. इट प्रेजेंट्स अप टू 5 to 8%. Then tetracalcium aluminoferrite, जिसको C4AF कहते हैं. This doesn't have any significant impact on cement properties, but this is also required because flux is required to for clinkerization. Flux is required, and that flux production produced through these C4AF phases. It present up to 7 to 10% in cement clinker. these are the composition of calcareous material, the high grade limestone, low grade limestone, how it differs in terms of concentration. So these are the list of oxide present in limestone: silica, alumina, Fe2O3, calcium, magnesium, then potassium, sodium, alkalis, and sulfate. So in high grade limestone, when lime means calcium oxide. The mineralogical name is in cement language generally उसको lime बोली जाते हैं. पर calcium oxide is present when present to 49 to 50% के around जब होता है, that is said to be high grade limestone. High grade limestone when calcium oxide is present around 50 or more than 50%. It's present in form of calcium carbonate, तो इसका लॉस भी ज्यादा होगा. लॉस ऑफ इग्निशन. जो 100 डिग्री पे जो अगर लॉस करे तो आपको परसेंटेज मिलेगी LOI, दैट एक्सप्रेस इन LOI कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. तो वो भी उसका ज्यादा रहेगा एज इट कंटेंट्स मोर अमाउंट ऑफ कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट. अगर कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड ज्यादा है तो रिवर्सिबली सिलिका उसकी कम रहेगी, 3 to 5% के रेंज में हाई ग्रेड लाइमस्टोन में सिलिका रहेगी. फिर जो बाकी इम्प्योरिटीज है वो भी कम रहेगी, 0.18 अल्कलीज, सोडियम, ये जो माइनर ऑक्साइड्स है उसका भी परसेंटेज 0.18 0.20 के आसपास रहेगा. इफ यू कंपेयर विद दिस हाई ग्रेड लाइमस्टोन टू विद लो ग्रेड लाइमस्टोन, तो इसका परसेंटेज थोड़ा लाइम का कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड का परसेंटेज थोड़ा कम हो गया, 42% हो गया. लॉस भी उसका घट गया, पर इसका सिलिका बढ़ गया, इसलिए इसको बोले जाते हैं लो ग्रेड लाइमस्टोन. एंड अगेन माल मीन्स इट्स अ टाइप ऑफ ओवरबर्डन क्ले और शेल बोल सकते हैं, जिसमें सिलिकॉन और एल्यूमिनियम आयन ऑक्साइड वगैरह ज़्यादा रहते हैं. 27-30% तक सिलिका रहती है. लाइन परसेंट सब्सिक्वेंटली डिक्रीज होता है इसमें, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड परसेंटेज 30 to 35% तक, 30%, 27%, 31% तक कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड प्रेजेंट रहता है. इसका लॉस भी कम रहता है, 25%, 25%, 24%, 30%. The chemical composition of various limestone mals used for the manufacture of Portland cement. फिर ये क्ले, जो लाइमस्टोन तो खदान में क्वारी में लाइमस्टोन को ऊपर के सरफेस में इमीडिएट लाइमस्टोन नहीं मिलेगा, पहले तो क्ले रहेगा, शेल रहेगा. तो क्ले का भी परसेंटेज इधर दिया गया है. क्ले में ऑफकोर्स सिलिका ज़्यादा रहता है, 60%, 50% सिलिका composition you will get in clay, in overburden soil. In this clay samples you will get very less amount of calcium oxide. This clay is also useful because only calcium oxide is not sufficient to produce cement, but we require some amount of correctives also, silica, alumina. So you can extract some silica from this clay samples or mal samples. So these are the main other raw materials apart from limestone. These are the other mineral ores like bauxite, iron ore, laterite, slag also sometimes used, sandstone जिसको quartzite बोलते हैं. These are also useful in cement manufacturing process. So bauxite is the ore of alumina. So if you see, bauxite shows 50% of aluminum oxide present in the bauxite, whereas iron ore rich in iron content, Fe content. 80% तक आयन इसमें आयन ore में रहता है. So laterite is another ore where you will get some alumina also, iron also, and silica also. So laterite is also used in cement manufacturing. On this slide, you can see unit stages of cement manufacturing process. So first is quarry, then quarry से तो बड़े-बड़े limestone के पत्थर के size निकलते हैं, that need to be downsized. So it further it goes to primary crusher, secondary crusher. ये pulverization होने के बाद इसका fine powder बनता है, डाउनसाइज किया जाता है इसको स्मॉल पीसेस में. फिर रॉ मटेरियल स्टोरेज इधर किया जाता है, पाइल बनाई जाती है, लो ग्रेड लाइमस्टोन, हाई ग्रेड लाइमस्टोन, एज पर द ग्रेड ऑफ लाइमस्टोन अवेलेबल इन क्वारी. फिर these are the proportionate किया जाता है उसको, limestone, shale, iron ore, by studying its chemical composition. limestone में कितना lime है, silica है. So if we add say limestone, if you are using 80%, then we need to add some iron ore 8 to 10% and bauxite. तो उसका फिर further this raw mill जो बनता है, raw mill, that further goes to grinding mill. For the blending किया जाता है, limestone, bauxite, iron ore, उसका blending करके final raw mill बनाया जाता है, which is also known as kiln feed. The kiln you can see in the picture. This is the elongated जो आपको दिख रहा है, ये kiln. Kiln is the elongated cylinder होता है, which is said to be heart of the cement industry. इसमें अब क्लिंकर बनता है. हाई टेम्परेचर जोन रहते हैं इसमें. देर आर डिफरेंट जोन, 400, 600, 1000, 1200, 1400 इन दिस स्कीम जो पिक्चर में दिख रहा है. फिर अगेन उसके बाद क्लिंकर बनने के बाद कूलिंग, क्लिंकर कूलिंग इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट स्टेज. फिर क्लिंकर साइलो में स्टोर किया जाता है, which is further grind with gypsum to produce cement. जैसे कि देखा कॉरिंग इज टू एक्सट्रैक्ट लाइमस्टोन. लाइमस्टोन कॉरी से निकाला जाता है. उसके बाद उसका क्रशिंग होता है, प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी क्रशिंग के स्टेजेस है अलग अलग. फिर उसका ग्राइंडिंग होता है टू गेट अ प्रॉपर मिक्स प्रोपोर्शन, जैसे जिसमें लाइमस्टोन जो लाइमस्टोन, बॉक्साइट, आयरन और एक स्पेसिफिक क्वांटिटी में उसको मिक्स प्रोपोर्शन में वो मिक्स किया जाता है, रॉ ग्राइंडिंग किया जाता है टू प्रोड्यूस ए क्लिंकर. तो दिस जो रॉ मटेरियल बनेगा, दिस इज सब्जेक्टेड टू अवर क्लीन. फिर ये फाइनल सीमेंट ग्राइंडिंग, क्लिंकर प्लस जिप्सम टू गेट्स OPC, ऑर्डिनरी पोर्टलैंड सीमेंट, एंड फाइनल स्टेज इज सीमेंट डिस्पैच. जो फर्स्ट स्टेज था वो कॉरिंग, तो उसमें डिफरेंट स्टेज इन्वॉल्व है. The typical operations of coring are drilling, blasting, fragmentation, loading and hauling. ड्रिलिंग किया जाता है पहले, जहाँ लाइमस्टोन का स्टॉक है उधर ड्रिलिंग किया जाता है. फिर ब्लास्टिंग, मेनली अमोनियम नाइट्रेट वगैरह वो एक्सप्लोजिव मटेरियल यूज करके. फिर उसका फ्रेगमेंटेशन करके लोडिंग. एंड हॉलिंग इज द प्रोसेस वेयर लाइमस्टोन की जो माइंस रहती है, they makes the road for transporting this limestone. This is called hauling. You can see, yeah. This is the hauling. They make the roads in the quarry for transporting limestone. These are the typical pictures of quarry. ये ब्लास्टिंग के भी पिक्चर्स है. एक वीडियो भी अपन देखेंगे इन द लास्ट पोर्शन ऑफ प्रेजेंटेशन, where you'll get clear picture. फिर कॉरिंग की बात, क्रशिंग मीन्स the main purpose of crushing is to downsize your limestone rock. Crushing reduces the size of big stones to suitable sizes required for the next stages. So limestone is crushed when its force is applied with sufficient energy to disrupt internal bonds or planes of weakness which exist in the rock. The size reduction ratio of crusher feed to output is the important aspect in the crushing process. So these are the various crushing equipments used in the cement manufacturing units. So jaw crusher, impact crusher, roller crusher, hammer crusher, gyratory crusher. These are the various crushers used in the cement plant. After extracting these raw materials, it is very important to stack them according to their grade. So classification is very important. So to improve the uniformity and reduce variation in quality parameters of limestone component, pre-blending is a requirement of modern cement plant technology. The pre-blended material along with the correctives will be fed to the raw grinding equipment of raw mill proportion. These are the stacker and reclaimers. तो इनका फायदा यही है कि this reduces your variations in quality parameters and to bring the homogeneity in your raw mix. So stacker and reclaimer are used in the plants. So there are two types of stacker reclaimer. Longitudinal एक रहता है pre-blending system and circular pre-blending system. Generally longitudinal pre-blending system use किया जाता है plants में. फिर grinding. Raw grinding is the stage wherein all raw materials are ground to fine powder for the clinkerization. So typical operations in raw grinding are drying of raw materials, coarse and fine grinding of raw materials, and separation process. And fourth one is conveying of raw mill to the storage to homogeneous silo, homogenization silo. Silo is the एक बिल्डिंग रहती है प्लांट में जिसमें स्टोर किया जाता है और उसमें होमोजेनाइजेशन भी किया जाता है मटेरियल का. जो ग्राइंडिंग होती है, देयर आर अगेन वेरियस इक्विपमेंट्स इन प्लांट्स फॉर ग्राइंडिंग पर्पस. ट्यूब मिल रहती है, सिलेंड्रिकल बड़ी ट्यूब रहती है ट्यूब मिल. जनरली nowadays वर्टिकल रोलर मिल यूज किया जाता है which is having high capacity and high efficiency. In earlier days these tube mills were being used, but nowadays vertical roller mill maximum use होते हैं. Still raw material के लिए tube mills यूज किए जाते हैं, but for clinker grinding के लिए VRM यूज करते हैं, vertical roller mill. This is the cross section of silo. A silo, main purpose of silo is to store the material and to make blending to get homogeneous material. So there should not be variation between inlet and outlet. जो final product मिल रहा है वो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि in upper part you will get other quality of material and in lower part you will get another kind of quality of material. So blending silo में blending होता है silo में to get a uniform material available. फिर रॉ मटेरियल का हो गया, उसके बाद क्लिंकर प्रोडक्शन. तो क्लिंकर प्रोडक्शन मेनली इन्वॉल्व्स with these 5 stages: drying, preheating, calcining, sintering and cooling. And output final you will get intermediate product as a clinker. So various types of dry process kiln systems are installed based on the capacity, cost, efficiency requirements. The 6 standard kiln system configuration are there are various types of calciner like suspension preheater calciner, kiln, the inline calciner using excess air, then separate line calciner with downdraft, separate line calciner with line calciner. These are the all mechanical जो process है उसके वो ये है. So will not get much detail into this. The cement grinding, clinker का होने के बाद cement grinding and dispatch. The clinker soap form is ground with about 5% gypsum to form ordinary Portland cement. The other raw materials such as fly ash, slag are proportionally ground or blended with the above to make blended and composite cement. The cement clinker ground with further ground with gypsum to get OPC. When you add fly ash or slag, it will become PPC, PAC. If you add slag, you will get Portland slag cement, and when you add fly ash, you will get Portland Puzurna Portland cement, that is PPC. The cement is stored in cement silos and then packed and dispatched through different transport modes. So there are two types of grinding circuits, open circuit and closed circuit. क्लोज सर्किट का यही फायदा रहता है कि जो कोर्स मटेरियल रहता है दैट अगेन यू कैन रिसाइकल टू मिल टू गेट फर्दर इट फाइन टू मेक फर्दर फाइनर मटेरियल. Then two types of cement dispatching through bulkers, wagons. जो bulk quantity रहते हैं उसका वो रेल ट्रांसपोर्ट रहता है थ्रू bulkers and wagons. एंड जो बैग में आता है वो थ्रू लोडर्स और ट्रक्स के थ्रू उसका फर्दर डिस्पैच किया जाता है सीमेंट का फाइनली. Express in the chemical composition of raw mix or kin feed or clinker. These are the important modulus or formulas to maintain your quality. These are quality parameters है जिससे अपना clinker quality और kin feed quality maintain की जाती है. So this lime saturation factor is one of the most important modulus among this. If you balance this lime saturation factor LSF, you will get better quality of clinker or kin feed. So it is basically it is a ratio of calcium and silica, alumina, iron. You can see the formula written over here. LSF is equal to lime calcium percentage of calcium oxide minus 0.7 into percentage of sulfuric oxide. Sulfuric acid oxide comes into picture when pet coke is being used. Pet coke is containing high amount of sulfate, so you need to give correction of sulfate also while calculating your LSF. Then is the then further it is divided in denominator. You can see silica. S means silica plus 1.2 into aluminum, percentage of aluminum plus 0.65 into percentage of iron oxide Fe. So it should be range of 0.9 to 0.96. If you maintain this range, your clinker or your kin feed gives you good quality of your product. So there are other modulus also, alumina modulus and silica modulus, which need to be monitored. The alumina modulus is the ratio of alumina and iron. These are the formula given over here. And silica modulus is the ratio of silica to alumina and iron content. The limiting range of alumina modulus is 1.5% to 2.5%. Preferable range is 1.3 to 1.6, whereas silica modulus, the range is 1.9 to 3%. Preferable range is 2.3 to 2.7. And limestone, which is the main very important modulus, this should be maintained around 0.92 to 0.92 to 0.96. We will see how it affects to your cement quality. The effects of higher alumina modulus, it impacts harder burning, initial higher fuel consumption. Then secondly, increases the proportion of tricalcium aluminate and reduces your tetracalcium aluminum ferrite C4A. You can increase both C3S and C2S to get better strength. Then it reduces liquid phase and kiln output. Then tends to render the cement quick setting and strong at early edges. So aluminum modulus is also very important. The result, then silica modulus. It results in hard burning and high fuel consumption. अगर silica modulus का percentage high हो गया, so it results harder burning and it also consumes fuel, high fuel. It consumes high fuel. So it tends to cause unsoundness because of high percentage of silica modulus. The causes difficulty in coating formation and hence the radiation from shell is high. Then it deteriorates your kiln line. If silica is quite abrasive, if silica percentage is high in your raw material, then it also deteriorates your kiln line. It's quite abrasive in nature. it disturb your skin lining. अगेन अगर कि उसका परसेंटेज अगर ज़्यादा हुआ सिलिका मॉड्यूलस का, it again hamper your setting. Your setting becomes slower and slower. And if you high LSS, अगर लाइन सेचुरेशन फैक्टर जो है वो अगर आपका LS फैक्टर अगर हाई रहा in the raw material, then it makes difficult to burn raw mix. It tends to produce unsound cement, increases C3S and reduces C2S. That means increases C3S means you will get good early strength, but you will not get good later strength because C3 is responsible for early strength. You will get good C3S, but you will not get good later strength. It reduces C2S content if you keep high percentage of LSS. So this is the Boak composition, Boak formula जिसको बोलते हैं. This gave you these are the empirical formulas to calculate C3S, C2S, C3 and C4AF in clinker. This gives you a theoretical value. When you calculate C3S, if you apply this formula 4.07 into calcium oxide minus 3 lime minus 7.6 into silica minus 6.7 alumina minus 1.43 into iron. This will give you the theoretical percentage of C3S. Similarly, C2S, these are the four main formulas, Boak's formula, जिसको बोलते हैं. You can predict the percentage of C3S, C2S, C3S, C4F in your clinker. But this will give you a theoretical value. But when you analyze in equipments like XRD, X-ray diffraction or microscopic analysis also been carried out in cement plants, so we will get exact, practically जो बन रहा है, practical percentage of tricalcium silicate, practical percentage of C2S and C3S. So you will get perfect idea, perfect picture of your actual clinker quality if you analyze this sample in X-ray diffraction and microscopy. You can calculate the same C3 and C2S through this Boak composition, but you will get a theoretical, but actual जो मिलेगा वो XRD and microscopy में मिलेगा. Because ये जो 4 phases है, these are very important in clinker. Because it directly affects your setting time, rate of strength development, overall strength, durability, and color. So in table you can see the these phases, and right side cement properties are shown. Tricalcium silicate C3S, which is present up to 45 to 55%, which is responsible for your early strength and high heat of hydration. Second one is dicalcium silicate C2S, which present up to 15 to 25% in clinker and is responsible for your later strength and low heat of hydration. Then tricalcium aluminate C3A, which present up to 5 to 8% and is responsible for your setting time and height of hydration. Then fourth one is tetracalcium aluminopyrite C4AF. It present up to 7 to 10%. Then apart from this lime, silica, calcium, silica, iron, aluminum, these are the list of minor elements present in raw material and clinker. Just for reference, it has been shown here. It doesn't have, these are present in very small quantity like 0.1% or up to ppm level. So we generally don't consider into any calculation, but these are the possible other elements present in the system apart from these major oxides like calcium, aluminum, iron. Apart from this chromium, barium, strontium, lithium, molybdenum, vanadium, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, cadmium. These are the minor elements present in the raw mix and clinker. If this element present up to certain percent, there is no any harm into this. But when it exceeds level, then it would become problematic for our clinker quality or cement quality. For example, chromium, if it present up to 2% in clinker, it is not that important. But if exceeds and if comes into cement, then it would become problematic, because chromium is highly dangerous for your human skin. When mason comes into contact with cement and that cement is having high amount of chromium, then they will get some rashes on their skin, or it causes for eczema. So 1 to 3% copper is also present in some percent in cement clinker. So basically, it improves your hydraulic properties. It also has some effect on your liquid properties, but beyond certain percent, it is said to be dangerous for clinker. So similarly, some other elements are also listed over here, like boron, selenium. These are very present up to ppm level in our Indian limestone. So this is the cross section of kiln shown in the picture. So there are different temperature zones: dehydration zone, calcination zone, clinkering zone, and cooling zone. These are the schematic cross section of kiln. तो यहाँ से जो दिख रहा है फ्लेम, इधर से कोल बर्निंग किया जाता है, फायरिंग किया जाता है, कोल फायरिंग, एंड ये साइड से kiln feed from this side, kiln feed raw material is subjected to kiln. यहाँ से फीड किया जाता है रॉ मटेरियल को. फर्स्ट these are in dehydration zone में it will become moisture free, then decomposition start होता है around 400 के आगे 600 at the temperature of 800 complete dehydration हो जाता है. Then as this material moves further, then it goes to calcination zone, where calcium carbonate जो होता है limestone में present, that becomes to form a calcium oxide start to combine with silica present in limestone and other raw materials to form a calcium silicate bonding. This process takes place around 1200 to 100 degree zone में ये process होती है. फिर finally again it finally as it move to further temperature zone like 1400, 1350, 1500 तक जब तो actual your clinker start become producing. Here you will get the sequence of reaction in kiln processing. These are the parameters: silica, alumina, element present in your kiln feed. ये रॉ मटेरियल में जैसे फीड होता है, तो डिफरेंट रिएक्शन स्टार्ट टू टेक प्लेस. जैसे पहले सिलिका कंबाइन विथ सिलिका एल्यूमिना कंबाइन विथ लाइम कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट टू प्रोड्यूस tricalcium aluminate and tetracalcium and aluminoferrite. It forms calcium carbonate react with Fe2O3 to give dicalcium ferrite, and CO2 liberate होता है उसमें. Then further calcium carbonate combines with calcium aluminate to form calcium aluminate C3A. एंड और जैसे मटेरियल आगे मूव होगा, जैसे टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा 1200, 1400, then calcium and silica start to bind to produce C3S and C2S. then calcium aluminate react with कैल्शियम एंड सिलिका जो C3S एंड C2S बनेगा, उसके बाद भी अगर लाइमस्टोन का कुछ कैल्शियम बचता है, that will remain as a free lime in the your clinker. तो फ्री लाइम आता है वो यहाँ से आता है, if you have excess of unreacted calcium oxide, then it will stay as a free lime in your clinker. So again we will see breakdown of bauxite and iron ore take place around 350 to 800 degrees centigrade. Decomposition होते हैं to make a flux. Iron and oxide, iron and alumina are required to produce a flux. Flux means dissolving media. बाद में वीडियो में भी अपन देख पाएंगे कैसे वो फ्लक्स बनता है. Then further 700 to 900 release silica and alumina of clay. फिर clay और सिलिका जो है वो डिकम्पोज होती है अराउंड 900 टेम्परेचर. एंड 1200 एंड 1200 को एक्चुअल लिक्विड फॉर्मेशन हो जाता है. एंड उसके बाद कैल्शियम एंड सिलिका का फॉर्मेशन होकर अराउंड 1300 टू 1400 के बीच में यू विल गेट कैल्शियम सिलिकेट फॉर्मेशन इन फॉर्म ऑफ C2S एंड C3S. फिर आफ्टर प्रोड्यूसिंग क्लिंकर, जो क्लिंकर्स के जो ग्रैन्यूल बनते हैं, तो क्वेंचिंग इज वन ऑफ द अगेन इम्पोर्टेंट. तो रैपिड क्वेंचिंग इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट प्रोसेस स्टेप इन सीमेंट मैन्युफैक्चर. अगर ये स्लो कूलिंग हुआ तो इट रिक्वायर्स ए रैपिड कूलिंग. वो कूलर भी ऐसे एफिशिएंट होने चाहिए टू गेट गुड टेम्परेचर, टू मेंटेन टेम्परेचर. इफ देयर इज स्लो कूलिंग, that it also hampers your clinker quality. In terms of, you will get a formation of periclase crystal. Periclase is the mineralogical name of magnesium. You will get periclase crystal. Periclase crystal are having properties of expansion and very low. उसका हाइड्रेशन बहुत स्लो होता है. कैसे अब दीवार में हम लोग देखते हैं ना, प्लास्टर करके जाते हैं मेसन प्लास्टर करता है, तो पहले वो दिखने में एकदम क्लियर दिखता है, देयर आर नो एनी क्रैक्स. बट यू कैन सी आफ्टर 2 months 3 months you will find some cracks. So these cracks are because of this expansion properties. These periclase crystal are having periclase crystal is having the expansion properties. So it will start expanding slowly, say after 3 months, 4 months. You will get you will see the start developing cracks on your walls. So these are mainly because of slow cooling. तो स्लो कूलिंग से होगा तो पेरिक्लेस क्रिस्टल फॉर्म होगी, उसके फिर वो एक्सपांशन हो जाता है सीमेंट का. रैपिड कूलिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर क्लिंकर. रैपिड कूलिंग अगर होता है तो यू विल गेट गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ क्लिंकर अवेलेबल फॉर मेकिंग सीमेंट. ग्लासी फेज उसका मेंटेन रहता है जो हाईली रिएक्टिव रहता है. तो रैपिड कूलिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट. अगर स्लो कूलिंग रहेगा तो आपका हाइड्रोलिक एक्टिविटी विल बी लेस. एंड अगर रैपिड कूलिंग रहेगा तो हाइड्रोलिक एक्टिविटी, जो हाइड्रोलिक हाइड्रेशन रिएक्शन है वो फास्ट रहेगा. फिर स्लो कूलिंग में यू विल गेट बिगर साइज ऑफ क्रिस्टल्स प्रेजेंट. जो फ्री लाइम के भी क्रिस्टल रहते हैं जिसको पोर्टलैंडाइट क्रिस्टल्स बोलते हैं, और मैग्नीशिया के पेरिक्लेस क्रिस्टल वो बिगर साइज में रहते हैं. वेर आर अगर रैपिड कूलिंग रहेगा तो यू विल गेट रिलेटिवली स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ क्रिस्टल साइज. देन अगर स्लो कूलिंग रहेगा तो यू विल गेट हाई स्ट्रेंथ, अर्ली स्ट्रेंथ. यू विल गेट हाई अर्ली स्ट्रेंथ, 3 to 7 days जो स्ट्रेंथ है वो यू विल गेट हाई परसेंटेज ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ. बट if you have rapid cooling, then you will get good high strength, later strength also in good proportion. फिर स्लो कूलिंग में एनर्जी भी ज़्यादा लगती है, जैसे क्रिस्टल साइज भी उसके बड़े रहते हैं, तो ग्राइंडिंग एनर्जी कंज्यूम्स मोर. whereas in rapid cooling you will have less grinding energy. The soundness for slow cooling, soundness is also less, and for rapid cooling you will get good soundness. So these are the basic difference between slow cooling and rapid cooling. these are the parameter for good clinker. तो पहले भी स्लाइड में देखा था, you should maintain LSF up to 0.92 to 0.96%. Silica modulus you should maintain 2.5 to 2.7. Alumina modulus should maintain up to 1.4 to 1.6%. Then total percentage of calcium oxide should maintain up to 65, 64 to 66%. The tree line should not exceed to 1.5% to get good clinker. The magnesium cement manufacturer should maintain less than 2%, and SO3 should not exceed more than 0.5% in good clinker. तो जो क्लिंकर जो बनता है, the calcium Portland cement is a calcium silicate cement made with combination of calcium, silicon, aluminum and iron. This oxide list, the oxide is given for clinker. The typical clinker, agar if you carry out the analysis of typical clinker, so you will get silica present up to 22% in the typical clinker. Then aluminum present up to 5 to 6% in clinker. Then iron oxide Fe2O3 present up to 4%, 3.8% plus minus 0.8% रहता है, 3% to 4% के range में generally Fe2O3 present in the clinker. Then calcium oxide present up to 65% in the clinker, and magnesium 3% into the clinker, and free lime is less than 2%. There are various मतलब chemical analysis भी किया जाता है clinker का, and again it आप microscopic analysis भी इसका किया जा सकता है. So these are the images of your microscopic analysis. You can see these are the picture of your C3S crystal, allied जिसको बोलते हैं, tricrystalline silicate crystals के picture. By calculate, you can make out the percentage of your C3S content in your clinker, which is highly accurate than calculating from Box formulae. And these are the जो round shape में दिख रहा है, these are the C2S crystals present in the clinker. Microscopic images है दोनों के C3S and C2S. ये भी माइक्रोस्कोपिक इमेज ही है क्लिंकर का. जो ब्लू कलर में जो दिख रहा है वो बेलाइट C2S. फिर अलाइट दिख रहा है. अलाइट इज द अराउंड 55% 60% तक अलाइट प्रेजेंट रहता है. अलाइट मीन C3S. अब देख सकते हैं इसमें ज्यादा पोर्शन जो 75% तो अलाइट ने 70% अकोमोडेट किया हुआ है. देयर C3A एल्यूमिनेट जिसको बोलते हैं वो C3A का ऐसा क्रिस्टल यू विल सी देयर. These are the mineralogical studies. Then ferrite C4A जो बहुत ही कम अमाउंट में रहते हैं, अराउंड 7 to 8% जो ferrite C4A, वो भी you can also see in this picture. Then जो ये राउंड शेप में जो दिख रहे हैं जो free line which is unwanted to our clinker, you can see through microscopy also free line present, how much and how percentage of free line present in the, how much percentage of free line present in the clinker. These are the microscopic images. You can distinguish with the colors. Baelite crystals, C2S crystals is blue in color, then C3S crystals in gray in color, whereas these free line crystals are in generally in white color. This is the typical XRD scan of clinker. When you run the sample in X-ray diffraction XRD equipment, you will get this type of graph, a typical scan on your skin. So you can calculate how much amount of C3S, C2S and C3A present in your clinker through this XRD analysis. Then cement hydration and roll of gypsum. When clinker is added, when gypsum is added to the clinker, it will give you, after grinding, it will give you cement, OPC, ordinary Portland cement. When you add clinker and gypsum and grind it to make a fine powder, you will get cement. अगर ऐसा समझो सिर्फ क्लिंकर फाइन किया है, इसमें जिप्सम डाला ही नहीं, if you not added gypsum into the clinker, then what will happen? In absence of gypsum, when cement is mixed, it will give you और इसमें जब पानी ऐड करोगे, it will give you flash set. Flash set means as soon as you add the water to your cement, it will become harden immediately. You will not get the workability to your cement. It immediately it hardens and set हो जाएगा उधर जगह पे, पत्थर बन जाएगा उसका. When you add water to cement and that cement doesn't have any gypsum percentage, it will एकदम उधर ही वो stubborn हो जाएगा. So gypsum का main यही role है कि it acts as a retarding agent. It gives you workability. It gives you setting time. So gypsum इसलिए important है. It retards the initial hydration of cement and provides working time to your cement. Gypsum mainly reacts with tricalcium aluminate to contributes which contributes to strength, and it plays important role in your hydration of cement, hydration reaction. Thus, a gypsum has a dual role. ये hydration में भी role impart कर रहा है, and similarly it contributes to your strength also. फिर ये फ्लैश सेट हो गया. अगर जिप्सम गए नहीं तो इट बिकम फ्लैश सेट. अगर जिप्सम जरूरत से ज्यादा गया तो दिस गिव यू फॉल सेट. मतलब सीमेंट सेट होगा वापस उसका मतलब आपको यू विल नॉट गेट ए प्रॉपर स्लम with high amount of gypsum. So to maintain the gypsum percentage, SO3 percentage is very important for manufacturing cement. ये जो दिया है फॉर्मूला, जिप्सम का फॉर्मूला है कैल्शियम सल्फेट इंटू 2H2O. बट व्हेन जिप्सम अगर अभी हमारा प्लांट है, एसीसी का प्लांट है, या बाकी भी अंबुजा का भी प्लांट है, उधर अल्ट्राटेक का भी प्लांट है, चंद्रपुर में प्लांट है, where you will have a very high atmospheric temperature. Around summer temperature shoots up to 48 degrees. And cement mill में अगर ऐसे temperature में there are chances to shoot cement temperature beyond 100. So this gypsum is having tendency to lose their its water molecule. So gypsum will lose water molecule and becomes hemihydrate, जिसका फॉर्मूला कैल्शियम सल्फेट इंटू 0.H2O. तो कैल्शियम अगर फॉर्म हुआ सीमेंट में, देन यू विल गेट प्रॉब्लम ऑफ फॉल सेटिंग. मतलब आपको लगेगा सीमेंट फॉल सेट हो गया, बट इन एक्चुअली इट विल नॉट, सीमेंट की सेटिंग होगी नहीं. अगेन यू नीड टू add some water, again you, so it, this typical phenomena called as fault set. Then blending components of blended cement. There are two mainly types of cement, एक PPC and PAC. तो फ्लाई ऐश जो इसमें ऐड किया जाता है PPC बनाने के लिए, तो उसका परसेंटेज क्या है, उसका प्रॉपर्टीज क्या है वो अभी देखते हैं. The flash का typical chemical composition दिया गया है, in which calcium is present up to 1 to 3%. Then silica, flash contains high amount of silica, around 50 to 60% silica is present in flash. Then aluminum oxide, which present up to 20 to 30%. Then iron oxide present up to 3 to 7%. Magnesia presents up to 0.5 to 2%. Sulfur trioxide, SO3 present up to 5.1 to 0.3%. Then again, there are some mineralogical phases present in the flash, like mullite, quartzite, hematite, magnetite, amorphous aluminum silicate. These are the composition of fly ash, which used to produce PPC, whereas GGBS, granulated blast furnace slag, is to used to produce PAC, Portland slag cement. So slag का typical composition listed over here. Lime is present up to 29 to 36%. Silica is present up to 30 to 33%. Alumina is present up to 18 to 25%. Magnesia is present up to 4 to 12% in slag, and sulfur is present up to 0.7 to 0.9%. एंड जैसे इसमें फ्लैश में मुलाइट क्वार्ट्जाइट ये मिनरोलॉजिकल फेजेस रहते हैं इन ग्लास इन जीजीबीएस इन स्लैग यू विल गेट ग्लास कंटेंट सिलिका एल्यूमिनेट 85% रहते which are important in cement hydration reaction. Setting of cement and OPC और PPC का hydration कैसे होता है that we will see in this slide. Mechanism of cement. When clinker is when water is added to the clinker, you will get immediate setting. जैसे हमने देखा अभी flash set. तो immediate set मतलब flash set. अगर क्लिंकर में अगर सीमेंट में अगर जिप्सम गया ही नहीं you will get this property of immediate setting. Then you need to add gypsum which acts as a set retarder to bring workability to your cement for application purpose. So gypsum and C3A reacts first to form a calcium trisulfate aluminate which is called as yttringite. When gypsum is react with tricalcium aluminate which present in your clinker, it combines to form a yttringite. This yttringite is very important for this setting retardation reaction. Then so it will provide you time to get setting of cement. It will give some yttringite main role play करता है to for the setting of the cement. This is for the OPC, and when you talk about PPC, ये जो कैल्शियम सिलिकेट जो जेल बनते हैं व्हेन यू ऐड वाटर टू योर सीमेंट, कैल्शियम सिलिकेट हाइड्रेट का जो जेल बनता है, so that is responsible for your bonding and giving this bond gives you strength in the cement. But there are chances in OPC some of the calcium hydroxide remains unreacted while this reaction taking place. So further this calcium hydroxide react with the reactive silica present in fly ash to give you secondary reaction, secondary bond formation होता है calcium silicate hydrate, which gives you better bonding and better strength to your cement. So therefore it is said that the PPC is very useful in terms of strength and bonding properties, because you will get secondary reaction. You will get benefit of reactor silica present in the fly ash, which reacts with calcium hydroxide present in the OPC. This calcium hydroxide reacts with your silica present in the fly ash to produce another secondary reaction. Secondary reaction होने के बाद you will get better strength and higher strength to the PPC, your cement. Therefore, it is said that PPC is more durable than OPC. PPC and PAC both are more having good durability and good letter strength than OPC, because this reaction continues for longer period. Then blended cement and जैसे blended cement means PAC and PPC, which is हम लोग ने अभी देखा जो फ्लैश के साथ जो एडवांटेजेस है और स्लैग के साथ जो एडवांटेजेस है, तो improve concrete properties that govern the durability of structure. जो घर बनाते हैं वो मकसद वही रहता है कि अपना लाइफ टाइम उसमें बीता जाए 80 years 100 years. So PPC and PAC is always gives you good strength and good durability as compared with the OPC. Mainly it gives reduced heat of hydration, then reduce permeability. Permeability कम होने के कारण आपके जो जमीन में जो सॉल्ट है या एटमॉस्फेरिक जो मतलब जो आयंस है क्लोराइड अल्कली उसका पेनिट्रेशन कम होता है या पानी का पेनिट्रेशन कम होता है इन पीपीसी एंड पीएससी. फिर इट क्वाइट गुड रेजिस्टिव फॉर योर कार्बोनेशन रिएक्शन. फिर इट रिड्यूस क्लोराइड पेनिट्रेशन. It reduces corrosion, it reduces sulfate attack. So blended cement produces stronger transition zone with the compact microstructure of cement CPM. Concrete is less prone to micro cracking, improved structural properties due to enhanced water tightness during service life. So you will get better durability in blended cement. You will get good quality of concrete in blended cement. Now we go to one video which this video is of our Wadi cement plant. Wadi is located in Karnataka state. It is nearer to Solapur, around 45-50 kilometers.
Trucks or transported by rail.
45 to 50 kilometers Solapur से ये रहेगा. It comes in Karnataka state. We'll go through this small video.
Strength of character, towering performance, and blazing passion has led ACC to glory once again by adding another jewel to its crown, the new cement plant at Wadi in Karnataka. Capable of producing 13,000 tons per day of clinker, ACC Wadi is today the largest cement plant in the world, a distinction which puts the town of Wadi and the Indian cement industry prominently on the world map. ACC first set up a plant here in 1968.
ये जो ACC plant का जो वाडी का जो plant है, I would proudly say that इसका जो kiln है, this is the largest kiln in the world. This kiln might have commissioned in 2009, 2010 में ये installed हुई थी, commission हुई थी kiln. And still record is unbeaten, and it is still the largest kiln in the world.
Since then, it has made admirable progress from erecting India's first 1 million ton plant in 1982, and now winning the status of the world's largest cement plant. ACC Wadi has achieved its goal to become the global leader in cement manufacture by adding world-class technical competence powered by the undeterred spirit of its biggest asset, a highly dedicated and skilled manpower. Cement manufacture starts with a blast in the quarry to extract.
ये जो फोटो है वो माइन का है. ब्लास्टिंग कैसे करते हैं, एक्सट्रैक्शन जो वेरी अर्ली पहले पहले देखा था जब प्रेजेंटेशन चालू हुआ था तो डिफरेंट स्टेजेस ऑफ एक्सट्रैक्टिंग लाइमस्टोन.
Limestone, the principal raw material. Limestone is taken to the crusher to be crushed.
After extracting limestone, it passes through different stages of crushing.
And mixed
So
with
downside
small
is-
proportions of additives like bauxite and
Bauxite, iron
ore.
और specific proportion में add की जाती है to make
The
a raw
quality
mill.
check is carried out on the conveyor belt itself by the
This is the cross belt analyzer उसको बोलते हैं CBA. ACC के पास ये टेक्निक है. पहले इंडिया में ये पहले इंस्टॉल ACC में हुआ था इधर वाड़ी में. So you will get minute to minute analysis. The raw material जो आ रहा है, अगर आपका रॉ मटेरियल की क्वालिटी अच्छी है, उसमें अगर यूनिफॉर्मिटी है, उसमें अगर डिजायर्ड पैरामीटर्स है, देन यू विल गेट बेटर फाइनल प्रोडक्ट. तो मिनट टू मिनट इधर एनालिसिस होता है. जैसे खदान से रॉ मटेरियल आता है, ये बेल्ट से ये एनालाइजर के थ्रू पास होता है. यू विल गेट एनालिसिस ऑफ एंटायर ऑक्साइड रेंज, सिलिका, एल्यूमिना, आयरन. यू कैन मेक पाइल अकॉर्डिंगली.
cross belt analyzer, a unique feature of Wadi. The output of the raw mill, now in a fine powdered form called the raw meal, is fed into the preheater, a structure 183 meters high.
This is also what is preheater and tallest preheater in the cement industry in world.
The preheated raw material now enters the rotary kiln. The rotary kiln is at the heart of the cement production process. The kiln at Wadi is 6 meters in diameter and 96 meters in length. Its production capacity is the largest in the world. This enormous rotating cylinder is among the largest moving machines on earth. The kiln runs 24/7, stopping only for planned maintenance for a few days in a year. As the raw meal enters the kiln, it is heated by an intense flame produced by burning finely pulverized coal. Fired to
This is the coal firing जो burning
over
zone.
1400 degrees Celsius, the raw material turns into black granules called clinker. The clinker is cooled and stored in this silo. From here, it travels to the cement mill to be ground with a small quantity of gypsum to a fine powder we know as ordinary Portland cement. In the packing house, cement is packed in 50-kilogram bags. Then, on a conveyor, each bag goes on its final journey by rail and by road. For large customers, cement is offered in bulker trucks or transported by rail to the bulk cement terminal. Wadi has 2 ultra-modern satellite cement grinding plants in Karnataka. One in Kondibadi, near Bengaluru, where clinker is ground with fly ash to produce Portland Pozzolan cement, a blended cement. The second grinding plant is in Kudipini, near Bellary, where clinker is ground along with slag, a waste from steel plants. Portland slag cement is another variety of blended cement. ACC Wadi is acknowledged not just for its scale of production, but also for high standards of quality control. Advanced laboratories keep a constant vigil on the quality of raw materials and the final product.
With this expansion, we give a very consistent, a very good product to the customer.
The Central Control Room, or CCR, is the brain of the cement plant. It monitors and controls the entire process from a single point. In the true spirit of ACC, safety is a matter of overriding concern, in fact, more important than production. For each employee, observing cardinal safety rules and wearing safety gear is compulsory. Advanced pollution control systems in the plant minimize fugitive and particulate emissions. The goal is zero emissions. The cement kiln is the most environment-friendly means of disposing hazardous industrial wastes and municipal wastes. ACC's Alternative Fuels and Raw Material Wastes. ACC's Alternative Fuels and Raw Materials Group offers waste management services through
This is the highly equipped laboratory present in Wadi plant, which consists of many equipments like spectrometer, then atomic absorption spectroscopy, ICP, various equipments present in this laboratory to maintain high quality of standard.
processing.
One of the key initiatives which we have taken is the supporting the industry who are generating hazardous waste. Today, we are having around 12 industries who are giving hazardous waste to us and we are processing.
ACC Wadi does not only prepare cement, it prepares people for bigger challenges by providing them quality training, comfortable amenities, and green surroundings. Good neighborliness is evident in Wadi.
अभी जब लाइमस्टोन की माइंस जो रहती है, वी आर एक्सट्रैक्टिंग लाइमस्टोन फ्रॉम मदर अर्थ, मतलब अर्थ क्रस्ट से जो लाइमस्टोन लेते हैं, तो इट इज अवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, इट इज अवर ड्यूटी टू गिव बैक टू अवर सोसाइटी. तो ऐसे फॉरेस्टेशन वगैरह किया जाता है या वाटर रिजर्वायर उधर किए जाते हैं आफ्टर माइनिंग कंप्लीट.
It is focused on employment generation.
जो आजू बाजू के गांव रहते हैं, प्लांट से जो लगे हुए रहते हैं, उनके लिए भी कुछ थ्रू कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी प्रोग्राम्स, कुछ वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट या बच्चों के लिए स्कूल वगैरह ऐसे कुछ सोशल वर्क किए जाते हैं.
And rural infrastructure, apart from health and education, as part of a larger goal of good corporate citizenship. The Wadi plant offers a great site. This engineering feat took 22 months to complete, with a total investment of 1,700 crore rupees, including its grinding units and a power plant. A feat achieved by ACC entirely from its internal resources, its in-house skills and manpower.
This plant is built by all of us, all internal resources, and that is why we are able to commission the plant very fast, and the plant is running very well.
While the recent achievements are worth the victory sign from Team Wadi, ACC is not a company to rest on its laurels. With bigger dreams and higher goals, the Team ACC is ever ready to add a new dimension, to face another challenge, and create another new benchmark.
Yeah, this is from my side. Rahul sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, it was an awesome presentation. Many of the concepts I was also not knowing. It was clear by your presentation, and that will definitely help all of us. And thank you, sir, for giving your valuable time and sharing a wonderful information which will help all of us. And on the behalf of MIT, we thank you once again. And
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir. All the students are, thank you, sir. Thank you. All the students are requested to go for the lunch break and later again join at 1 as per schedule. If any students want to ask anything, they can unmute themselves and can ask to the sir. We can have 1-2 questions. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask the questions. Yes, any questions from anyone? Okay, fine. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving your valuable time, sir. And
Thank you, sir.
we hope similar type of coordinations and support from your end in future also.
Yes, sir, sure.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.